Hey guys, this is Amy with Stick with the Plan. Today we're talking about following your heart. Stay right here, I'll explain. So glad you're with me. I'm talking about following your heart. Now, when I was a little girl, I'm going to take you way back. On Saturday mornings, there was a little commercial that would come on for a cereal, for Fruit Loops. And I remember that Toucan Sam was the character, and he would come on and say, "Just follow your nose. It always knows."
I follow my nose. It always knows. I detect with my beak the fruit flavors I seek. But where? I smell those orange
And thinking about that today, the Lord reminded me of that because I've been challenged lately to follow my heart. Not what would make sense naturally, but how God is leading us. Now, sometimes that's two different things. What makes sense to your brain isn't what your heart is leading you to do. So the other day, I'm in this big dilemma. I'm trying to think, what does God want me to do? I was in a major place of decision. I didn't know which decision was right. It involved so many people around me. I didn't have anyone to talk to about anything. So I thought, I'll call my sister. And I had been crying about it because it's so major. And I FaceTimed her, and I never FaceTime, especially when I'm crying. I think I wanted my sister Jenny, who just had baby June. I think I wanted her to feel sorry for me, see how pitiful I was in my problem, in my stressful situation. So, I'm FaceTiming her, and I was driving, and I was crying. I was saying, "Oh, Jenny, I don't know what to do. Does God want me to do this or to do this?" I was just giving her the whole situation. At the end, when I was finished crying, telling her my problem, she told me this story. She said, "Amy, the first year I was teaching," she said, "I woke up in the middle of the night. She said, I had a sore throat. I was coughing. My eyes were watering. She said I was sneezing, and I had to wait till 6 a.m. and I had to call my principal, and I just told her everything that I was going through." And she said, when I got done telling all those symptoms to her, and I hadn't slept all night, I've got this fever, the principal said, "I cannot tell you whether or not you are sick." And, and Jenny said she was shocked, but she knew what that meant. That principal couldn't tell her to call a substitute. Only she would know how she was feeling, if she was sick. So, I interpreted that really quickly and thought, I just started laughing because I thought that was a harsh story to tell your sister who's crying and upset. I wanted her to pat me on the back and say, "It's going to be okay." But she gave me some tough love there and told me only I would know the voice of the Lord for me. I would be the only one to determine what my heart was feeling, how God was leading me. I couldn't, ask her, "Now tell me what God's saying. Tell me the best choice here." Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5, it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him. He's going to direct your path." I couldn't just trust in my sister so she could be my understanding. I couldn't just lean on what she would know or what she would think would be best. No, that's not right. We are led by our hearts. No, I'm not talking about a heart that's of fleshy desires or passions. No, I'm talking about the spirit of man. That is the candle of the Lord. Your heart, the real you, your spirit. That's what God speaks to. That's how He wants to lead, guide, direct. So if you find yourself like I was a couple of weeks ago in a dilemma, in a place of decision, and you don't know which way God is leading, just get quiet before the Lord. Follow that heart. It's gonna know. Don't lean to understanding or what makes sense. He may lead you somewhere that's of less money in a job situation just to get you to somewhere greater right around the corner. So be led with peace today. Just get quiet before the Lord. Don't go in a situation that you just have a scratch and you just have a red flag in your heart. No, let your heart be your guide. And that's all. You'll stick with the plans He has for you. So glad you were with me today. It's so important to follow our hearts. We love hearing all that God is doing in your life. Thank you so much for the likes and love, especially the shares. You're getting this out to new friends each week. If you're on YouTube, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. And if you're on Facebook, like this page. We're bringing you a brand new one next Thursday. I'll see you then.